channel.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Iron Rounds, and we are continuing on our tournament, the Assassins Tournament. And on the previous episode, we had Leon, the professional, go against Vincent from Collateral, and I made the argument that Leon, the professional, would win that fight against Vincent. And then I left it on you guys at TikTok to vote whether or not you guys agree with me, and you did. So Leon, the professional, is moving on to the next round. Now we're doing our very first male versus female fight here, where we're going to have two of the great ones going at it. We have Javier from No Country for Old Men going against Evelyn Salt from the Salt film. Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting one. All right, and as always, if you guys haven't watched it, let me just keep you up to speed on what we do here. We do 3 rounds, and on the first round we do range. Second round we do close-up, and third round we do get it done. So let's start off with the first round being range. Let's talk about Evelyn Salt. Evelyn Salt is obviously very skilled in her own way. She was able to manage to take down Secret Service, tactical team, police force. She took on Russian spies. I mean, the woman has taken a lot of professional trained people that could have taken her down easily or fought against her with hands down with no problem, and she managed to do it single-handedly. And let's not forget, she's also a very difficult challenge when it comes to moving target-wise. She's not just going to be simply easy to just aim and shoot. She moves constantly. As she was being chased before, she's getting jumped over truck to truck to kind of keep her momentum moving, at the same time create a way to escape. So I do believe long range wise, she's going to be much more difficult to aim compared to the normal people Javier is used to taking shots with. Now remember, in the movie, Javier did kind of miss a few shots against Josh Brolin's character in the movie while he was shooting him from the window, while he was driving his truck. So there is an argument to be said that he wouldn't be able to take a moving target. Maybe a much more clear focused non-speed target, but a moving target with speed, a little more trickier to get on. So maybe there's a chance that she could win this. But that being said, this round obviously goes to Javier, because if you've seen in the movie, Javier has constantly been able to show his long range shots, as he was able to get a shot in at Josh Brolin's character. Whether it was a lucky shot or not, he still got a shot in and wounding the guy. So he is capable of doing, and shown capable of doing, better long range shots than she has. Evelyn didn't get a chance to show her long range skills. She was much more in your face type of situation when it comes to battling, but when it comes to long range shots, there wasn't really a lot of crazy moments where it shows Evelyn really use long range shots compared to Javier. So for this round, I'm giving it to Javier. Now round 2, close up. Let's talk about Evelyn Salt. Evelyn Salt, close-up wise, she's proven time to time that she's impressive. Whether she was handcuffed, she managed to snap a man's neck. Maybe not as with ease, but still at the same time, she still was able to leap and managed to snap his neck with one good swift. Another instance when she was tortured by the North Koreans during the time she was captured, and she proved that she could take a beating from that, or torture from that, even being put gasoline in her body, and also took a beating from 2 special agents. So she has proven to be durable when time comes. Another situation where she shows her close-up skill set is when she got caught up sitting between 2 police officers from her side, one on the right and one on the left, while she was in a patrol car, and she managed to, even with them having both guns and she was handcuffed, she still managed to get the upper hand on both of them, and even the driver taser him into driving wherever way she wants. So she is skilled where skill is necessary. Now for Javier, same concept. He's very fearless. You can't say that. Can't say that he's not, because he shows no fear when it comes to facing people he's never met before, like Josh Brolin's character, which did kind of show a run for his money. And then on top of that, other hitmen that tried going after his bounty, he also took them down with no pressure whatsoever. He took I think 3 or 4 guys out. So he has proven time and time again that he will take anyone on heads on. But ultimately, who would win this round? I'm going to give this round to Evelyn Salt. Between the two, let's get real. Now, Javier might have that silencer rifle with him that might come in handy when it comes to a quiet shot, but when it comes to a close-up fight, it's a whole different story. If both, let's say, throw down, shoot a whole lot of ammo, run out of ammo, between the two, when it comes to the fighting skill aspect, I'm gonna think Evelyn Salt has a better shot of going hand in hand compared to Javier, because Javier didn't get to show his fighting ability. He got to show how good he is with a weapon, but as far as hand-to-hand contact or any kind of fist fighting, he didn't really get to show that throughout the movie. So this round is going to Evelyn Salt. All right, now round 3, get it done. Let's talk about first Javier. Javier, I mean, he's shown to be the better hunter. So long game hunter wise, chasing game situation, he's got a better shot at doing this. Because if it's a long game, it's his forte. He knows how to actually hunt someone down. He knows how to use the element of surprise. And if he gets wounded during a battle, he knows how to stitch himself up. He even knows how to create diversions in order to get himself closer or to get his target. So Javier, in a long fight against him, if this wasn't just like a straight up one-on-one hour or so fight, and it was like a straight up long game fight, I do believe Javier has the upper advantage in this, because he has shown time to time when it comes to the long game, he will come and get you at some point. There's no stopping him. With his weapon, when it comes to strategizing, he's very cunning, and he has the element of surprise to his favor. Okay, now on the other hand, you have Evelyn Salt. Evelyn Salt, like I already explained, she took on tactical teams, she took on Secret Service, she took on Russian spies. Another thing to mention on that end too is that she managed to massacre even other Russian agents who were around the same skill set as she was. She managed to take them all out by herself. So you got to keep that in mind when it comes to it. And on top of that, when it comes to really crazy improvisation, when it comes to not long game and it's like right then and there, Evelyn Salt proved to have more of an improvisation skill set than Javier would. Now I say it like this because remember, she made a fire extinguisher as a bazooka. Okay, like bam, it shot like a cannon and blew things up. So she could do more damage, I think, compared to Javier. Javier used like some kind of gas tank to explode a car and everything like that so he can go grab some medical kits. But when it comes to Evelyn Salt, she used a bazooka kind of rocket launcher thing to boom, blow up a hole while taking down a whole lot of guys. So she knows what she's doing when it comes to improvisation. And on top of that, don't forget, she's a little more, I want to say with agility and reflexes, a lot more skilled compared to Javier. Javier must have learned his skills probably from the cartel compared to where she learned her skills, which I'm going to say is Russian spies, and Russians are pretty tough guys and tough girls to beat. At the end, who would win this round? I'm going to give it to Evelyn Salt. Now, the reason I give it to her is because clearly her Russian skills, along with her reflexes, agility, plus her way with a weapon, even when it's a gun or not a gun, shows that she's capable of taking someone down. Javier is very professional and skill set in his own way, but he uses his intensity and fear, and along with his weapon to kind of talk for him. He doesn't really show that he can do fist to fist. If he did, he could have taken down Josh Brolin without a gun, but he never did. It never showed throughout the movie. He had to take everyone down with a gun. With Evelyn Salt, she could take a person down with a gun, but she can also take someone down without a gun. She can also jump out of nowhere. She can also leap and do a knee drop. If you remember one scene in the movie, she did a knee drop on one of the secret agents or something like that. Bam, knocked him out cold. So I do believe if she wanted to, she could just jump out of nowhere, knee drop him, and end it like that. So Evelyn Salt has obviously the more experience, and she's much more capable of handling herself compared to Javier, ultimately giving Evelyn Salt the W. So if you guys agree with my argument, you guys can vote on TikTok to decide whether or not she should move on, or if you guys believe that Javier will move on, you guys can vote him in. And as always, No Press fam, we really appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.